All right.
Yeah, how'd you pull up today, Garth?
Uh, Mostly good. I think my lower back was starting to hurt from some of the moving.
Yeah, I get a bit of that too. I'm only assuming it's from the sort of the rolls and things, and maybe not actually like, hitting anything. It's not like there's a
Yeah,
bag in front of you or a person.
and I think I overcompensate on like leaning back to try to dodge punches, and that's like at like weird angles. And so like
Yeah.
I have to make sure I stretch well, or I start feeling it the next day.
Oh, yeah. It's good warm ups, definitely a good thing to do.
Yeah, it was also a little cold, so I was like trying to like over extra warm up, and yeah, but it was nice.
Yeah, okay, we're live now. Before we get too far into things, old mate, would you like to kind of introduce yourself and get a little introduction of who you are?
Oh yeah, of course, man. That's no dramas at all. I'm just sort of I just stumbled across this video game probably about 7 months ago, I guess. Just saw a video on YouTube, and I've always enjoyed boxing from a young age. From the age of sort of probably 14, I started actually going to a gym and actively training. I've never actually had any fights in real life. I've always been sort of too nervous to, I suppose. So that's why this game's been great because I saw it as an outlet to actually truly test my skills in the boxing realm. It's not complete scale of what real life would be like, but that was sort of the way I took it. So it's been great to sort of have that option to sort of compete against people in a virtual sense online, in a in the VR realm or whatever you want to call it, but actually requires your own actual skill set. I'm actually able to use my skills in real life to and apply that into the game because it's actually a boxing game. So yeah, um, but yeah, I suppose I've been playing over the last 7 months and um, just constantly training and trying to actively get better. Whether it's training footwork outside of the game, shadowboxing drills, different combos and things, and then applying it into the game and sort of seeing how far I can go with it and how good I can get, basically. And it's just really good to be able to sort of watch myself from 7 months ago on one of the first AVRB streams to sort of where I've gotten to now. There's definitely a significant sort of day and night improvement there. So it's great to see that. Sort of gotten me off the couch and doing something again. So
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's sort of that's sort
it's
of
like
where I'm at.
the first video game in the world that gets you fit that you actually want to play. It's crazy.
Yep.
Well, for sure. I mean, I used to love the fight night games as well. When I was younger. But then when I sort of saw this and thought, wow, I could actually test my skills and see how good I really am. Against other people. So it's been great. Yeah, absolutely loving it.
You have a lot of. I know you said you didn't do any fights, but did you have like a lot of experience like with sparring as you were? I think you
Yeah, I
said
used
over
to
like
spar a
15
lot.
years. Yeah.
Lots and lots of sparring over the years. Like I said, it was never anything serious. We would spar with people that were getting ready for fights and that were actively having fights and things like that. But yeah, lots and lots of sparring and just
Yeah, I
lots of
figured as much.
time in the gym, just in general. Lots of different coaches training with people who'd have
Mhm.
upwards of 170 plus fights. Coaches from Russia as well would come down to coach as well. So lots and lots of different experience just across the
Nice.
board. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, great journey. I've always loved it. Always been very passionate about the sport, and
Yeah.
I watch
I
a lot
get.
of it too. So
Yeah, just from the first time we sparred, and then obviously the fight, the because I think we sparred once before we fought. I was like, yeah, this guy's doing things that you don't see the VR boxers doing. So it's definitely got the skills to like the in real life boxing skills just from some of the footwork, the way
yeah,
you're coming in and out.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I am. That's just sort of what I'm trying to apply to the game. My boxing
Mhm.
skills. That's sort of what I've been taught to do, and that's what I'm going to try and apply. Sort of. I don't really, just sort of trying to actually put boxing into the game because that's what it's all about. It's a boxing game, so
Yep.
it's and it's good to be able to sort of apply real boxing tactics and see them work. It's great.
Yep.
You catch a lot of people out with these sorts of things that don't really know and that sort of thing, I suppose. So and it's great when you meet other people like yourself who have had training, obviously as well. You can see that, and I know that when I fight. I can tell that
Yep.
when I'm fighting people who've also had experience. So yeah, it's great. It's great.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know how much you know. I'll just like do it again quickly. But yeah, I my experience, I just from like 9 to 17, 18 was
Yep.
boxing.
Yep.
Just all amateurs. I didn't go professional at all, but I had like, I don't even know the exact number, but like 100 plus amateur fights.
Oh,
just
wow.
in California. And then I did get to some state championships and then nationals once, but nothing like super impressive, like getting to the Olympics or anything like that.
Wow. Hats off to you for even the amount of amateur fights you had. You know, that's incredible feat. You should be proud of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just like you said, I just have a lot of fun applying like what I used to do in game. Some of which I can't do because I don't hit as hard in game. So
Yeah,
my
neither.
pressure
I get
fighting
that.
isn't as good, but
Yeah.
like the footwork, guard, like the angles, like all of that is like the most fun part of the game, especially when you're going against someone that's actually trying to box you versus someone that's
Of
just running
course.
at you hook spamming. It's
Yeah,
like a
of
completely
course.
different game. It's as good
Yeah,
as the
it
person
is.
you're fighting.
Yep. It's very beneficial in that sense. You can learn a lot and you can apply, like you say, you can practice things on them because it's actually like virtual sparring. It's very realistic,
Yep.
in my opinion. When you come across someone like yourself, you know, takes that gaming aspect out of it for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. I didn't realize any of this. This is really good to hear. Yeah, yeah. No, I could tell. I could like you knew straight away when we had our first spar, even before the
Likewise.
actual league match. I knew that you had years of experience. I could just tell myself. Yeah, it's good. It's great. Yeah.
And then Fish also has some experience as well. I see your mic coming in and on, so if you're going to say
I
something.
keep going to say something, and then you guys are chatting, so
My
I was
bad.
just waiting. No, you're good. You're perfectly fine. I want to hear you talk. That's kind of the whole point of this. But yeah, as far as myself, I have very minimal experience. Like, if we're being generous, probably like a year's worth in a gym, and it's very eclectic. More like a mix of wrestling, grappling, like some actual boxing, some more like MMA striking, and I'm not really great at a lot of it. So I'm kind of just the
Being a
guy
bit
answering.
modest, you got some
Yeah,
solid
definitely being
footwork.
humble there, mate. Definitely being humble there. I've seen your bag work, mate. You should be proud.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then sparring Fish, like he's very good at trapping and cutting off the ring more so than anyone who just plays VR, like as their only experience. So he's definitely got being a little bit modest.
Yeah, for sure. He's got the IQ. He knows how to play how it works.
Yeah. Well, so do you guys, as we're about to see. As far as the video goes, if you want me to pause or like rewind, just let me know. But we can just start by like going through it now.
Of course. And this is from first round, I'll take it?
Yep. I'm trying to get the
Yeah.
exact starting point. There we go.
I know my boundary, I had issues in the first sort of, had to restart
Oh
it
yeah.
at one point.
We can
Yeah,
start
I'm assuming this
there,
is the
and
second
then
one.
we'll skip over to the.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have my camera up next time as well. If we do it again, for sure. My
Oh, yeah.
IRL cam.
Yeah, that would be sick. I mean, obviously we didn't see here, but like I've seen your bag work. Like I feel like it's gonna be like exactly like Galf, or like you're watching him up on the screen and then you see his avatar and you're like, nah, that just makes loads of sense.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I was really enjoying watching
6 out of
Galf and then
6.
watching his avatar. So it works. Yeah, it's really good to have that. Like, lay on the top
I'm
there.
a fan of it. Like the avatars don't do the movement justice. So like I watched Coach Dave when we fought. Like he's moving around like a madman, but then on the third person, he's like kind of gliding around very slowly.
For sure.
Kind of
When I always play this game, I always think, man, if these people knew how much I'm actually moving in real life, like it's unbelievable.
Yep.
Like I'm just busting my gut, and the avatar's feet are just sort of like in and out, like walking across, floating across the floor.
Oh, I think we jumped to the 6th.
No.
Oh no, this
this
is
is
the
I
first
think
one.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
Just
Well, the remake.
didn't switch
Yeah,
it
I
over
see.
to 1 when he switched it to 6 out of 6.
Yeah, some of the things you can already see just from this part of the round is like we keep accidentally bumping into each other because we're both trying to like do different things and take different angles, and they're like colliding with each other.
Yeah. And sometimes what would happen, we'd both take the opposite angle, like we'd mirror each other. So we'd like almost like kind of just morph into each other, which I mean, some of the clinches I think were a little bit like, I think maybe ping related, possibly. Like not
For sure.
ping was that
Yeah.
bad, but I think we were a bit punished a few times unfairly for sure. But I mean, like even if the clinch was activated, it wasn't like I was sitting there going, "Oh man, that's
Yeah.
like, I understood that." So
Yeah, there's definitely some ping related stuff, but even with that, it was like the fact that they mentioned it on the broadcast, but the fact that we can fight, we can have fun, and we can feel the pressure, setting up traps and stuff, and we're how many miles away? Like
yeah, exactly.
Many.
And I'm someone who relies a lot on timing, and I was being rewarded for it. So the ping was fine. I had no issues whatsoever. Always in the first round too. I always use a lot of feints, move around a lot, basically to see what my opponent's going to do and how they're going to react to what I'm applying. I won't probably actively sort of set too many traps. I just sort of am just baiting, just seeing how they react to certain punches, how they react to certain movements, and just trying to download information virtually.
Yep. I think I'm the same way. I try to get the timing of the person, especially like with jabs and stuff. And then once I get the timing, I'm trying to like either feint or like, so you see me kind of taking a step back to try to force you to reset. Or at least that was the attempt. And that way I could try to get a better gauge of like your timing or making you try to jump a bigger distance.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I noticed in this round you didn't chase you stunned me and you didn't chase the knockdown, and I was like, all right, like we're just gonna keep this clean and keep just boxing.
For sure, for sure. I'm not really a power puncher either. I never really get the KO victory, and sometimes I've been caught in the past where I'll stun someone, you get greedy, you think, oh, quick, rush, rush. Next minute, you're stunned on the floor. So I think I also tried to also, like, sometimes when I stun someone, I will try and keep pressure on them, but I'll stay in a safe spot. I'm not actually there to try and finish them. I just want to see what they're going to do, And I knew that this was a 6-round fight, so I didn't want to get greedy and throw it away in the first round, So not that, but yeah, just sort of always like to be patient.
Yeah,
As hard as that can be at times.
I do the same thing. I'm very good on the inside, so I will end up getting on the inside a lot and then land like 3 or 4 punches and then get stunned. So I also kind of stopped chasing stuns as well and knockdowns.
You were good on the inside though. Once you were there, I was in trouble. I had to either get out. I couldn't stand and trade. Like I found that in those 2 or 3 shots you were getting on me, I wouldn't want to cop much more. Do you know what I mean? Like I was getting punished. It was hurting.
Yeah, part of it was just you're a little bit taller in the game, especially it's a little easier if you're a little bit shorter just to get to the body and the inside.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Huge game plan.
Yeah, I was trying not to do it too much because I didn't want to especially with the ping, I was worried about just nonstop clinches if I tried to go in too much. So I was trying to time it when I could.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was the same. And that sort of, I think it became pretty evident that we were actually being kind of careful about it as well at certain points. Like we didn't want to overcommit and cause a clinch.
Before I forget, I do want to say, old mate, I think your attitude is like, or at least the way that you engage, even in like a league match with your opponents, like the clapping, the like praising them for what they're doing instead of focusing too much on trying to win.
It's all respect, Like I respect what Gal's doing, Like straight up, I was just, it was a good fun fight. I could tell it was going to be a fantastic match, and I respect that. In no way, shape, or form is he trying to win with dirty tactics. They're just trying to box, genuinely trying to box. Do you know what I mean? And I enjoy that. I see the skill in that. And I respect it, and sort of.
I mean, that's the kind of ideal that like we're trying to build, because I don't mean this in like a negative way towards other leagues, but I think we've touched on this, and I talked about it with Keno too. But like, there's too much focus on winning, and that's where you end up seeing like the
Yeah.
exploits or
Yeah.
like the silly stuff or like the kids throwing fits, and it's like, I
Of course, and people have egos. I think
yeah,
too much of an ego. Some people are
for
too
sure.
scared. Like they almost talk too big, and then almost have too much to lose. Where I think that, and people care too much about losing. I think when you come out of a fight, if I lose, I don't really see it as a loss. I just think, well, how can I get better? How can I improve? What could I have done differently? I always review and look back on the footage and try and, at least sort of just learn from it. Just try and get better and just say, well, look, like it's, it doesn't, just try and get better and get the next one. That's just how it is. It's how it should be.
Yeah, it's the perfect like what we're trying to achieve in TCL. Just no focus on winning, just good boxing.
Yeah, of course. And it's really good to watch. I mean, after we'd had the rounds last night, I went back and rewatched the card, and it's just really, really good to watch because it's just nice, clean boxing. Everyone did really well, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Even the match at the start, like Asalaji and Time Lizard, like where it was a lot of just I I don't want to say hook spamming because it really wasn't like hook spamming. Like even that where they're just kind of going at it and staying on the inside, like it still looks better than like 80% of the other
Of
looks.
course. And I understand that not everyone has the biggest area to play in
Oh
either.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Galf and I have very, very big room scales, so it's very handy actually.
Yeah, I was talking to Asalaji about it, and he was like, "Time Lizard was in my couch, man. I couldn't like."
Yeah.
Yeah, something I'm a fan of that you were doing in this round, and I was like trying to time it at points, but like you come in and then you exit like almost like a U shape. No, I guess it's not even a
Like
U, but kind of like that, where you're not entering and exiting at the same position, basically.
No,
Uh,
I use an L step a lot to my advantage as an offensive move when I'm against the ropes to the right. I think it's a good way to loop an arc around your opponent, and it's very quick and effortless sort of motion to use. Um, but yeah, I don't like running. I don't like retreating back for too long because eventually I'm going to hit the ropes. So if I know I'm going to be on the back foot and I'm more than likely headed to the ropes, I like to be instantly thinking, okay, which way am I going and how am I doing it? And also,
yeah, I don't think you were on the ropes much. I think maybe like one or two times, like the whole time.
yeah, I don't. I'm not an infighter. Just doesn't. It's just not my. I'm not good at it, basically. So I'm always usually going to be trying in the box from the outside, if I can. And you'll see it a lot. Like when you have the pressure on me, I don't handle it that well. I don't have much of an answer. If you actually manage to tie me up, what I'll usually look for are reaction punches. So if you shoot a left and you hit my right hand, or whatever, I'll try and catch and punch off that. A lot of the times you'll see it. Sort of when I'm defending a lot and forced to be put into a position where I'm infighting, I'll usually shoot for reaction punches a lot and try and get out off one of them.
Yeah, you can see a big portion of my game plan. I mean, it kind of worked there with maybe not the best game plan, but like as you're coming in, I'm trying to shoot that straight right and then turn the direction you're turning, like that.
Yes.
I think that was something I just kept trying to do.
Yeah, we did. I suppose it's tricky because you're trying to match. You're trying to be one step ahead.
Yeah.
I like to change my angles a lot. I like to go sort of left for a little while, right for a little while, left, right, and then it gets really confusing and hard to read.
Yeah, I was just trying to do that as well, and then I was also just like trying to read your feints because like you're constantly feigning, like here.
Yes, yes.
And then
I like to sort of keep that artificial pressure, if you will. Like it's like that kind of. It's like I'm sitting at the spot where I could probably take a step back and you'll miss, and I can take a step in and I could land. It's that sort of that sweet spot as to where it's. But for my opponent, I would like to think that's creating a pressure of like shit, he can hit me. I've got to keep my hands up, which is keeping you tense, and you're not going to move as well, and it's going to slowly drain you, even if you're not punching, because you're sitting there tense and waiting constantly. There's no breathing room. I'm constantly there. Like right in front of you, when realistically I'm kind of not.
Yep. That's something I also. I mean, I think we're both doing it to each other. But like, you'll see
Of
me
course,
randomly,
yes.
like as you're coming in, I'm trying to take a step back just to create more distance to land
Yep.
like a
Yep.
counter on the inside.
Yep.
But then you were also doing good at switching up where you were going and what you were targeting. So
Yep.
yeah, it was just like a fun puzzle.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And trust me, I had to be super careful. Like you were able to stack your punches hurt a lot. Like, yeah, I'd be super careful on how long. I didn't want to get greedy.
Something to add on that you both were doing. A lot of the guys that you'll see in the game, they're very static with their guards. I think Old Mate does it more noticeably, but you do it as well, Galf. You kind of have that lead hand not static, either shifting out or hanging out, like right
Yeah.
there. If you watch Old Mate, his arm's gonna like pop up and it's extended out, and it fluffs the range like right there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It makes especially in like a VR landscape where it's a bit harder to tell, at least in my opinion. Like it's really good at making people miss, especially if you're active with it.
I think as well, if I'm holding my hand halfway out, I can
Yep.
be feinting.
Yep.
And it's also not as far for my hand to travel to his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am taking a risk because I also have to bring it back to block. But I can also just take a step back if I think he's going to be attacking.
Yeah.
But if I'm holding my hand sort of out there using feints, then it's also not as far for my hand to travel for me to hit him.
Yeah. And I mean, you do
quicker.
it kind of at like the perfect midpoint of like you can still punch reliably and have an effective punch.
Yes.
But it's
Yes,
also
that's
not,
right. I'm still using the
you
force,
can still
rotation,
pretty
everything.
quickly.
Yes.
Instead of like a full
Yes.
post.
Yeah, I'm most certainly not standing there with my hand fully extended, if you know what I mean. Like it's still very much.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking over the top of my glove in front of me, if you know what I mean.
It's-
It's really not that far.
What were you listening to here when you're doing the guitar motion? Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah, yeah.
I was
I
trying
do
to do the
apologize. I
jokes.
was just so hyped on the event, like just loving it. I was just like, I think it might have been an Australian band called A Gang Called Speed. They're sort of like hardcore heavy metal, I guess, if you will.
I've
Yes, I was
I've
getting
heard
right
of
into
them,
it.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, been listening to a lot of them lately. Had a few new songs out, so yeah, I was getting pumped and I was just really enjoying myself. So,
You should check out Amy L and the Sniffers if you're unfamiliar. That's another really good Australian band.
Yes, yeah, I know I'm on the snippets. Yeah. I've heard a few of their songs actually. They're good. Yeah, I listen to music a lot when I'm fighting. Not all the time. I do also enjoy it. Sometimes it could take my mind off. It helps me not get too caught up in it, make silly mistakes, if you know what I mean.
I fight like 100% better when I'm listening to music.
Yeah, it's good. I enjoy listening to music when I'm punching on for sure.
Yeah, that clinch was a little random.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
I was just saying I was really struggling to get through Gal's guard at certain points too. The way he shifts from like a filly to a high, it's it was giving me trouble.
Yeah, I was trying to read your hand placement and timing when you were coming in, so I was kind of adjusting to when I thought you were coming in to like a higher guard, and then keeping it really when I thought you were going to go to the body.
Well, I guess the only thing, it's sort of the Philly shell might have created a bit of an opening for, say, the straight right. But had to be careful of that exact thing, your straight right coming back. So it was tricky. That's why I think where those lead hooks were coming into play, trying to get around that hand, maybe bait you with the right and shoot the left instead. But it was tricky for me at this point. I was starting to think, I'm going to have to change a bit of tactic here. So I started definitely shooting for the body. I do remember that actually.
Yeah, I felt that shift. Something I'll say a little bit. I was getting a little bit gaslit by the body effort noises. So from a lot of these exchanges with the straight right, I thought I was landing more than I was. So like when I watched it back, I was like, oh, most of my punches were missing. So I thought like part of my strategy, like from this round, maybe towards the end of this round to the sixth, didn't really change because I thought I was like edging out some of the, not obviously not like winning or anything, but like I thought I was like edging out some of the exchanges when you would come in.
Of course.
The reality was I was just making a lot of body effort noises and not landing.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yep. So what you're seeing on your screen was very different to what you ended up seeing sort of back on the stream is.
Yep. But
Yeah, I got
it's
you. Yeah.
even with that, like I was also listening to the cast, and I should have put together when they were saying, and then like changed my strategy. But I
It's
was still
hard
having
though.
fun
It's
with it.
hard
Yeah.
to, yeah, for sure. It's really hard to adapt while under pressure, I find. This happens to me a lot too, like I'll just think, why can't I just change? But I just can't. For some reason, I don't know if that's when I fall into their fight. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Trying to,
my issue with not in this, at least in this specific fight, with not changing my game plan is I was feeling a little too comfortable in the exchanges because I thought I was doing like edging it
of
out maybe.
course, yeah.
So
Yep.
it's like, all right, I'm just gonna keep doing this and then maybe mix in. I did mix in a little bit of some angles, or at least I tried to, and yeah, I definitely want to keep getting rounds with you, whether it's in a match or in a more spars.
I want to see
Of
you guys
course.
do 12.
I mean, I'm game
I'm
for it.
always.
Yeah.
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah. Not today. I'm too wrecked after yesterday, but
Oh yeah.
soon.
No, I feel it. Yeah.
um,
Okay, so I can play outside.
Maybe in like a month's time. I mean, it seemed like you guys wanted to do another crossover event, so
Unfortunately, I'll be out of commission next month after the 17th.
you're getting
I'm finally getting my my
symptom.
broken nose fixed.
Yeah. Every time you talk about it, I'm like, fuck, I need to go have the doctor look at that, and then I forget like an hour later. That's good though. Your
That's
cardio is gonna
ADHD
get
for
even
you.
scarier when you can breathe through your nose.
yeah, that's concerning. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was only thinking. I think it may have been like it was definitely in these later rounds because I was thinking, oh, like are the hands starting to maybe drop a little bit? Like, is he feeling it a bit? But then I was just like, no, he's not. Look how much he's coming back with. He's like
Yeah,
got a gas tank on him.
this is where I was. I think this round is where I was like kind of settled in. I was like thinking, all right, I'm just gonna try to win the exchanges, and then on the way out, try to land. So like maybe get one or two punches in as you're coming in, and then like chase you on the exit. Was like
Yeah.
kind of my thought process. So like there trying to go to the body, but then yeah, I think your speed. I just wasn't catching up with you.
Well, I was just trying to stay enough out of range. I didn't want to move too much to gas myself to the point where I was moving unnecessarily, but just enough like that to possibly just miss. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
One thing I wasn't super happy with, what I did is when you'd finished, say, your combos on when you were trying to chase me, I wanted to do the same on the way back, and I didn't execute that enough. Sort of like how you were saying before, how you wanted to change your game plan, but just found that you couldn't. I
Yeah.
sort of was telling myself this during the fight, but couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, I was kind of taking a page from your book a little bit, maybe not as well, but like trying to once I was chasing you, kind of like trying to spin out so you're not chasing me just straight back.
Yeah, of course. Yep, cut an angle.
Yep. But I think in the first round or second round, you caught me like twice coming just straight back, and so I was like, all right, I gotta mix that up.
Yeah, it's tricky, but like you said, it's just hard to adapt in the ring sometimes when under pressure.
Yep.
Easier said than done, for sure.
Yeah, so your bounces here, I was like, all right, now? Oh, yep. So I would like preemptively throw sometimes, like that right, just to try to like deter you from coming in. But then
Yeah, to push me
I think
back.
I over committed a few times, and so you landed a few counters.
Yeah, you caught me a few times where because obviously you could start to see my game plan about it in and out, so you'd almost go first to trick me into thinking to sort of go out to the comeback, only for you to catch me on the way back on the second return.
Yep.
And this is what I love
Yeah, so
about
you
these
got
high
me
level
there.
matches. You've got to adapt and think so much. It's great. It's so much fun.
Yep. No, yeah, that's why I say yeah, these are my favorite matches. This is the only like when the game feels the best and the most real is when two people are boxing, making adjustments, and then making adjustments to the adjustments.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it feels good.
to the game's credit, when you're sparring somebody who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. It doesn't really feel
Yeah,
like boxing in real life either. But I do
yeah.
think like the V6 and the last few updates have definitely been helping the game out a lot. V5 sucked. I hated V5.
Yep.
Sorry, I cut you
I
off a bit
love
there.
no, not at all, not at all. I love watching them back to these fights because you can see the strategy here. You can see the game plans changing. The different tactics coming out. The different combos, the different. Yeah, it's great. You can actually watch it like a real boxing match.
Oh yeah. I mean, and like we've gone through 5 rounds, and I'm like, this feels like it's been 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's been going by fast. I've been watching yeah. I'm trying to watch me in the corner, but at the same time, but it's like it's too weird in the corner. um,
Yeah, it definitely looks better. Oh, ignore that. That never happened. We'll edit that out at some point. This is just the raw footage.
yeah, if you go back real quick, a little bit. Sorry, I think this will be the first time we did a rewind on that. Right after, like, we both were trying to do the same strategy. Oh, okay. Well, but then we were both trying to exit the opposite direction of each other, where we would
Yeah,
have ran
yeah,
into each other. Like here, yeah, I was
yeah,
trying
for
to like
sure.
change the angle at the same time you were trying to change the angle. We did that like a few
Yeah,
times.
it's so good though. Just like constantly adapting.
Yeah, I was trying to shift right a little bit more.
You can see me trying to close the distance really quick
Yep.
there. If I'd have got caught coming in, that would have been bad. Oh, nice. Straight over the top. That was a beautiful right hand from you.
Yeah, you hit me with these jabs.
Yeah, just sort of trying to be constantly there.
I will say once again, Galf, watching your video and then looking at you in the game.
Oh, my boundary cooked.
Yeah. I have no clue why you don't do more damage.
I have pillows. It's fine.
I know.
I do as well. Aside from the old pillow fist a fair bit, actually. In this new damage system, not so much at all. It's helped massively.
Yeah, I think you move a lot, and I think that probably helps you get body effort.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, staying on my toes. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that.
Yeah, this maybe isn't the best illustration of the way my boxing stance is. I'm a little more. I don't know why. When I play, I'm like a little bit more straight up,
Yeah.
and less I'm cutting straight in. And I think that probably is hurting me on the body effort. I still make the noises, but I don't think I'm getting like 50%
100%.
or
You're
yeah,
probably getting at least 50, but not like 100. I do
yeah,
think putting a little more bend in your knees would
See,
probably
that
help you
shouldn't
in
have
the
been a
game,
clinch.
but
I don't think
yep.
personally.
I
No, I
don't
agree.
think you need it like IRL.
Yeah, I think this round was. Yeah, that was the one you froze, and I think after that, like, I don't know. I think this was our lowest damage round for whatever reason. So, and I know
Yeah.
we're throwing more this round, so it felt a little off. But
I'm the same. I actually highly doubt I get 100% body effort on a lot of my shots, though, either. I think that I can obviously hear it when I do. My jabs, I seem to get it a lot. My straights, my hooks, left hook too, I get it a lot. Body shots, I don't get it as much.
body
Probably the
shots,
way
I
I
get it
throw
the
them.
most.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
right, yeah.
the body hooks, and then my right hand, which is my like strongest punch in real life, I probably get the least amount of body effort in game, at least
There's like
consistently.
this weird bell curve of like if you throw super hard, you'll get body effort. If you throw like a really good punch, but not a super hard punch, you know what I mean? You're probably not gonna get a lot
Yeah.
of body effort. And then if you like throw a bit slower, but you like make the clear motion and like oomph into it a little bit and twist, like you will get body effort. It's definitely not like perfect. But for like a video game tracking boxing damage,
Oh yeah,
nobody
for
else is
sure.
close at all. And
Oh,
it's
no,
better than
no.
anything they've had before. You gotta
Yep.
give
Yeah,
it
oh,
that.
yeah. the game's in a fantastic spot at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving it.
Yep. And I've been
Really good place
complaining
at the
to everyone, and it's finally on the roadmap, but for a sparring mode, just because like those random like just to be able to turn off the clinches and being able to turn off like stuns and knockdowns and just like work without interruption.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking
and
forward to
Yeah.
that.
that
Yeah,
something like
I'm a-
that will open up like mitt work too, just with your hands.
Oh yeah.
The built-in training options. Do you have time to go through
Yeah,
another
yeah, of
fight?
course, of course.
Okay,
Yep.
let's
No
do
problem whatsoever.
Dave and Tren.
Oh yeah, I got to actually watch that. I wasn't really watching it when it was happening because I was trying to set up. Like I had to set up like 3 lights in the backyard, so that
What am I doing?
so you could see me on the camera.
That's a fantastic match. Another fantastic match.
Yeah, Tren. I know we were glazing him a little bit on comms, but Tren has definitely like leveled up as a fighter, which is really cool to see.
I couldn't believe it. Actually,
like 90% of it is just from Thrill to Fight 2.
exactly. Yeah, it's really good to see. Really good to see. I was actually genuinely shocked when I saw his cam footage. I couldn't believe how much he'd leveled up.
Yeah, I've only seen him once, like before when he posted something, I think on YouTube or something, and I was like, and to see this, I was like, yeah, he's training good.
Yeah, for sure. He's
I know he
obviously
said he
been
works with
practicing.
you a lot.
Yeah, he's been doing rounds with me a lot, and I've sort of in the voice chat too. Being able to sort of talk to each other has been
Nice.
really beneficial.
Deep frizz.
Yeah, and just sort of doing a lot of simulator sparring with him.
I need to do more of that with both of you, especially with the comms.
It's really good.
It really is like just such a good feeling, like training something and then being able to put it on, and
Trench defense.
oh yeah, super good. I'm gonna go on like a quick spiel, so I'm gonna rewind this. But this is my favorite thing about the game is that in like any physical activity, like training something and then being able to do it and like put it into action just feels so good. But the game, it bridges that gap of like you just don't have to get punched in the fucking face.
Yep.
So like
Yeah, exactly.
footwork stuff that I was like working with Galf and working on my own and like doing footage and like testing out like the first time we sparred. I don't know if you noticed, but like the second time we sparred, like I felt like I leveled up just in like a week because I could keep up with you in ways that I couldn't the first time we sparred, just because I was adjusting and trying and like learning shit.
And you pick up on people's behaviour too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Trent was southpaw.
He has some Muay
Or is
Thai
he a sled?
experience, but I don't think
that
he
was
has
beautiful.
any boxing experience.
See, Coach Dave's pressure looks relentless, so it'd be hard to sort
it
of
is. Yeah.
handle that. It looks.
He can do it for 12 rounds.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
I don't doubt that whatsoever. Send the videos on YouTube. Dude's an animal.
Yeah, it's worse because he gets more intense in the later rounds.
Yep. Which is why I'm surprised that 6th round, it was kind of like not what I was expecting, especially based on what I thought was landing. I was like, oh,
yeah,
he's about to get a return knockdown, and then
I think it was
the
super
second
close.
knockdown.
And like,
Oh yeah,
Dave is a really good fighter, but he does have flaws. But like,
we all do, though. You know.
Yeah, that's not meant as like a detrimental thing. Like,
oh no,
it's just a reality. But I think if him and Tren run it back and they do 12, Dave's not going to get TKO'd again. Or even if they run it back and do 6 or 3, Dave's not going to get TKO'd.
I think it'll be a very different fight.
Yeah, I think if Dave wanted to, he could have just that 6th round where he got knocked out. He could have just ran and won the fight.
Yeah, he won't.
But
do it, though.
he's not that kind of person. He just wanted to have fun.
No, if
and he's got a really tight defense here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, I was looking at the wrong person.
Nice. Coach Dave's feeling, trying to get a reaction out of him, I think, trying to get him to throw.
Yep.
He baits and
but now he's taking advantage of the fact that Trent wasn't throwing, just piecing him. There's a fine line between sort of trying to bait someone to throw, but then standing there too long, waiting too long, I find.
Mm-hmm.
Get done like that a lot when I'm waiting too long. Beautiful head movement trend though. Got out of there well. I
Yeah,
know
he's
the
doing
trend doesn't
this
have
quite a lot.
the biggest play area either. So the fact that their fight looks like they've got a lot of breathing room is like credit to them
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw
Keeping this so clean.
live, but just wait until you get Dave's cam back and you see his footwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching it on the stream the other day. It's unreal.
Yeah, his avatar doesn't do him justice. It kind of like he'll move forward, like move back like a big distance and move back forward, and I don't know if it's like the lag or what it is, but it'll look like he barely moved. Like something about the third person is just like slightly slowed down, I think, or just like the tracking of the body isn't as good. I don't know what it is.
I think it's more what the server side sees. So the kind of like finite movements don't necessarily come
Yeah, it's
through.
not tracked as well. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's kind of frustrating that it ended up this way, but like spectator hasn't been a priority for them, which with what is coming will make sense. But
Yep.
it needs a lot of work. I trust that they're gonna fix it though.
Oh, for sure, especially with Trend. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
been a bit advocate of updating spectator. But yeah, you can definitely see that. I think you said Muay Thai. Like, he definitely has something as far as like a base fighting experience. Um,
I'll put it this way: the first time I had a spar with Tran, I could definitely tell he had classes in whether it was boxing, Muay Thai, whatever sort of striking. It was definitely I could tell he'd done
yeah,
stuff before. There's no doubt about that.
yeah. His stance kind of reminds me of like he wants to kick somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he does keep his hips kind of wide, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, and just
Tell
the
you what,
position
once
of his
Dave gets
hands
on the inside,
sometimes.
once Dave gets on the inside far, he lets him go, doesn't he? Lets it fly.
Yep. And he's
And I
being
love the way
particularly calm in this one. If he really wanted to, he could like go crazy and just stay on the
for
inside.
sure. It looks like he's keeping it like pretty good pace, like quite patient.
Yep.
Like just pure defense there was beautiful.
Yeah, and
And
even
his
the way
level
he's
changes. Yeah.
yep.
Nice. Through the hooks, straight through with the straight. Oh,
Yeah, that was a
nice
good
footwork
angle by
trend though.
Trent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that
sure. It was
pivot.
beautiful. That caught him off guard there. It
Yeah,
really is
these
quite a shocking feeling when someone moves like that and you're not expecting them to, and you
yep.
know that you're about to get punched. It's like a real oh shit moment.
Yeah, I live for those moments. So I'm just like,
For
and
sure,
laughing,
for sure.
nice, and then
Oh, beautiful.
yep.
Trans getting a bit of that flow state happening, sort of rolling off the punches and
Oh,
things.
there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, this
Vicious.
guy's. I don't think we can have him on TCL cards if he's gonna be.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, doing that kind of stuff, taunting. Right
Playing the
here.
heel. Yeah.
This is not what
Yeah,
we
you
need the
could
kids to be
see
seeing.
Dave kind of be like, "All right," and then he just starts smacking him
Yeah.
around. I mean, to Trent's credit, he does get away pretty well here.
Yeah, he's got really good defense, Trent. I actually struggle to get through Trent's defense a lot. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, Dave is the switch hitter that every MMA fan thinks that they are.
Yeah, Dave just doesn't have a stance. Just like orthodox southpaw doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm can move both directions, but yeah, I can't fight. I can't switch to a southpaw at all.
No, I can't either. I'm solely just orthodox. I should something I probably should try a lot more.
I
Yeah,
think
especially
Yeah,
in game.
you kind of have to like, because I started Orthodox and then when I was on Thrill to Fight 1, I like grit my teeth and bared it and like just figured out Southpaw. It took me forever. But now I think I'm better in Southpaw than I am in Orthodox. I think even you commented on
I
that
get more
once.
body effort in Southpaw because I think
Yeah.
I'm struggling more to throw a punch. Oh. And the last time I tried Southpaw, I like immediately overextended my jab.
Ooh, yeah. I think
A lot
for
of pressure on
you,
Dave.
it would be really good though, just like with your footwork and your movement, like being able
Yeah.
to switch reliably. It'd be scary.
Dave's really balanced on his feet. Very
Yeah.
balanced on his feet. There goes a
Yep.
stance switch right there.
And what he's good at with this stancing here is like he can go in but then move out very quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he looks
keeps it
light. He looks
fluid.
really light on his feet. Yeah. The stance switch is incredible. How well he uses that.
Yeah, and you can kind of see it like what I mean. Like when he jumps back, his model or avatar kind of just stays there a little bit or barely moves back.
Yeah. Like even when he's like dodging or getting out of range, it just looks like he's like loading the kinetic chain.
He's ready to go
Yeah.
at any moment. Even when he leans back or slips, he's so ready to come back with a counter.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just tell it's muscle memory.
Yeah.
I feel like Coach Dave's turning the pressure up a little bit this round.
Mhm.
He's definitely let the hands fly a bit more.
Yeah. Well, he before the fight, he was just sitting on his couch watching, and then he was like, "Okay, if I'm not gonna warm up, I'm just gonna hook spam." So I think round 1 and 2 were his warm ups.
I did notice he was having a lot of success when he was flicking those jabs out from his hip, you know, from that sort of that waist height, because they're really hard to see coming.
Yeah.
They're so fast.
Yeah, and he uses it to set up very well because he just landed like a 1-2 like very easily.
Oh, nice feint from Tren, but went to the liver. Left hook over the top.
It's very deceptive too, because it'll look like he's like
Nice.
throw a hook, then he hits you with a straight punch.
Ooh, that short
beautiful.
left was nice.
That was,
Nice
wasn't it? Oh. Oh, I think he caught him there. He did too. Oh, they both caught each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
That was
Nice. That was nice. Clean. Dave beat him to it. That's all it was.
Yeah, I just
Beat him
like
to the
that.
exchange.
Like happy about it too. It's like good job.
Beautiful uppercut. That was a nice uppercut to initiate that.
And then Trent landed the
There's that second
right
of waiting
after.
too long. Oh, as a counter. He just
Nice.
countered. I didn't realize. Yeah, I couldn't see that in real time. Wow. High IQ there. Just blocked it and threw the other hand. Nice. Straight right over the top. That was a really nice counter, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the
that's
uppercut to initiate the stun, too.
the way his stance is. He just like keeps it like to jump in and out of that distance. Allowed him to land that like really good.
Trent got him at the end there with a left hook, actually.
Yep.
Stun. Trent's cardio is increasing a lot too. The fact that he's able to keep this up over the course of 6 rounds. Impressive.
Yeah, he was dying at the end. He fell on the ground.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you come out of a sparring session with Trent, his avatar's just disgruntled mess on the end at the ground when you go to sort of leave the match, you know.
Yep.
Looks like he's just
like
died and falls to the floor.
This just means he's putting his all into it.
Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Just look at Dave though. Dude's a freak.
Yeah, I know. Especially because he's on his toes so much too. Like, I mean, that is draining in itself, just moving around as much as Dave is, even without throwing punches, you know.
Yeah, all the like little movement, like psyching himself up in between rounds. Like We've like
Hard
talked
thing to do
about
as well is
oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say hard thing to do is balancing, punching, the footwork, the head movement, all that sort of stuff to try and also maintain that, not get too gassed too early, especially in these longer fights. Big exchange.
Yep, and you can see what they were both doing, but I think Dave was doing it a little better. Was like throwing and then not just going left, right, left, right. He was like mixing up the direction and trying to
Yeah.
catch trend in between.
And he changes levels too.
Yep.
He rips the body and then comes back upstairs or goes to the head, then rips the body, like it's not just.
Dave is who hook spammers think they are. Because he's creating openings.
Lovely scenic view.
Yep, amazing.
Oh, we're back. Cool. Or Trent's hurt here.
Yeah.
And also, with what Dave's doing, I feel like he could almost be baiting Trent into committing to something here.
Oh, that's
Catch him coming
100%
in.
what he's trying to do.
Yep.
Oh, but then he's also able to just, also punch Trent from there too. So it's sort of a win-win for him at this point.
Yeah, he's just so quick with it that he can like change his stance very quickly once he knows you're coming in to try to like hit you with the straight or back up and try to throw like the hook counter.
Yeah.
But Trent's faster on his feet than I initially thought he was. Yeah. Just from
he's quick.
Like 6 months ago or whatever was when I saw this last video, and it was like him hook spamming.
Yeah.
And one thing you got to be careful with Trent, if he hurts you, he's on the hunt, and if you're not onto it, you're going down. You're going down 9 times out of 10. That jab just comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? So fast.
Yeah, just like boops the nose. I don't
see.
What is it, like the Bugs Bunny jab? Like you just tap it.
Trent's building some punishment here. He's holding his own though. He's returning fire. I think Trent wants to bring his hands up a little bit to catch those jabs, but he's also worried he's going to go just cop, body shots. I think he's trying to find that happy medium.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think he hurt Dave there.
Yeah.
I think he did too, yeah.
Yeah, he landed like 2 hooks.
I tell you what, a lot of the rolls that Trent's doing after his punches, whether he's throwing the right, rolling back under his right, whether he's throwing the left, rolling back under his left, he's having a lot of success off that. Because these longer combos of Dave's, he's able to slip underneath them, throw it right up the top, which I think is actually earning him these stuns.
Yeah, 100%.
And that can be enough to deter someone massively,
You can just see Trent in the camera. He looks like he's dying.
Yeah. Feeling it now.
I think after this, because we're going into round 5, I think he said he was gassed, so he was like, "This round I'm not going to do anything. Round 6, I'm going to come back and like go for broke."
Yeah, he said this was his rest round.
Which, to his credit, is a very smart thing to do.
So is this the last round now?
Second to last. There's one more.
Round 5, yeah.
Yeah. Upcut today is lethal.
Yeah, I see a strategy. You try to be defense and then pick your shots.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, counter over the top.
Yeah. Can't stay in there too long, though.
So talk.
Ooh.
Yeah, he got Dave with a big shot there.
So that's the thing. I feel like sometimes you can have someone really bailed up, but if they're still catching you with that one shot, that's it can really sort of set your game plan off and disrupt your rhythm a lot, even if it's just a singular shot that's getting you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with the counter system, just for that reason.
Yeah, changing the levels, going body, head.
Yeah, for sure.
And you could, yeah, they're both hurt. Well, Trent more so.
I think Dave caught him with a counter. Nice. Dave's so good at picking his shots too.
Yeah.
Not exerting too much unnecessary energy.
Yeah, I want to kind of see from their point of view. Because, yeah, he looks like he's timing Trent, or at least, but maybe not landing as much.
Yeah. Yeah, first person recording side by side would be super interesting, actually.
Yeah, I recorded the last 2 rounds of our fight just because I was like, why not? Like, based on the commentary.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see that, actually. I've never really seen the point of view.
Yeah, I don't think
Sort of fight.
anyone's done that yet, but we could even do it with like IRL cams and then have it be like here.
Yeah, I think having 4 cams are like maybe too much.
Maybe.
But maybe
so much going on.
but having, I don't know. I was playing around with the idea, and I'll think about it later, or maybe I'll tell you after the run. But yeah, oh yeah, they're both done. But like for highlights, I think it'd be interesting to show from.
Nice right hand.
It's definitely something
Ooh,
we
he
can
got around
splice
him.
in.
Yeah, Dave's also good at like sliding around you.
Yeah, that's Trent's character. That's how his avatar always looks.
Okay. You see his beard.
He looks dead.
And Dave's like, I can do 10 more rounds.
Yeah, Dave's literally just jumping around. Just can't wait to get back in there. Just wants the 6 rounds without the 30-second break in between. 1 minute.
Yeah, it's something else I want to kind of change, like in sparring mode, or just like in the future with custom, or just like drop it down to 30-second breaks.
Yeah. I was only thinking that before when we were talking about that, actually. Possibly even like longer rounds. So if you want to just drill stuff,
Yep.
you don't really have the time limit, just a endless timer,
Yep. Just having the custom options would be nice.
Yeah. Last round.
Yeah, this round surprised me.
I think Trent's having a lot of success with his counters from his, as he was saying before, block and shoot. It's really.
Yeah, and what he did there is something I love to do. He threw the hook to the body and hook to the head on the same side, just like mix it up.
Yeah.
And both of them landed because I think Dave was expecting it to go on the other side.
He was baiting him with that right hand out. Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Right
that was
over
nice.
the top of it.
Yeah, that was nice. Well timed. Oh, my goodness. I could see the punishment on Dave, but I didn't think he was actually that close to going down. Trent ripped the body in. That was enough said.
Like it landed. But maybe it was a punch before.
Could have been, yeah. Oh, I think he actually got caught in there. Oh, those vicious shots from Dave. Oh, Trent's doing well with those counters.
Yeah,
that's one in the fight. Yeah, wow. He shattered and then just caught him with the left. Big left hook.
Yep.
What was it? What called him first? was off the counter. It was a reaction punch, wasn't it? One of these. Yeah, it was too.
Yeah, he got him with two
Counter
hooks
left.
there, and then
The left hook
yeah,
That
there.
one, yep, to the temple.
ducked under the shot. And Dave's went over. Dave's shot might have put him down if he didn't miss. Then he got him.
I was only thinking that myself. I think Trent was pretty hurt too. And they both were at that point.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. What the hell?
Yeah, I was wondering if they're spiking a bit this one because Dave like froze like 3 times,
Yeah.
but
Possible, yeah.
he was getting hit.
Yeah, that one was me. I was just double checking that I wasn't gonna fuck up the hotkeys again.
Yeah, getting those punches through the guard.
Oh, nice. Counter again.
Yeah, big shot there.
Oh,
Oh, that was okay. We missed a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it's
I think-
kind of you can see what he's hitting him with like under the thing. But
Yeah.
Pop.
oh,
That lands. Dave's shot gets
Straight
stuffed,
right.
and then Trent.
That was
Right
nice.
on the trend, or right on the chin.
Closer distance with the left hook.
Yeah.
I lunged in with the left and then caught him with the straight right. I think it was a counter, like a reaction punch that initiated the stun.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, great fight. Great fight. Another really good fight. Both fighters did exceptionally well. I can't believe Dave's gas tank. That's just unbelievable. And his ability just to be able to swap stances on the fly like that's actually like, that's very, very impressive to watch.
Trent's on the floor
I mean,
dying.
just look at the difference between them right now, though. Like Dave is like laughing.
Yeah, Dave's just ready to rerun it, ready to go again.
Yeah, Trent's carrying around too much muscle.
Yeah, it's a big unit.
Okay, so yeah, Dave was winning pretty much.
Yeah.
Most of those rounds. But I mean, it was close on all of them. Like, was it 200? Like 100? Yeah, very close.
Oh, the damage was pretty close. Yeah, wow.
Pretty much on like, oh, not quite.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. I mean, it again, like considering the ping, like the fact that it's looking like this and their fight looked like it did, same thing as yours. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Before with the adjustments, you could have a high ping fight, and then somehow you only did 200 damage.
Yeah.
But now the punches, maybe not all of them are going through, but it's like enough that you can have an actual fight and it be fun.
Yeah, it seems more like what I'm seeing on my screen is actually happening now.
Yeah.
If I'm hitting them, I'm actually hitting them. No, that was a great fight.
Yeah.
And as I said, props to the both of them for keeping it that clean. Like I said, that Trent doesn't have the biggest area either, so the fact they kept it that clean with minimal clinches, and on high ping too, and to look like that, it's just great work from both of them.
A lot of quick pivots, turning. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Any closing comments you guys have about those two fights? Anything you want to go over?
No, I thought the card was great. Having the 2 sets of fights with the live cam, the whole card was good. Like everyone was fighting clean. We didn't really have to warn anybody of anything as far as, unless I missed something.
No,
everyone was keeping it good.
The first fight was a bit of a slugfest, like more than we would want, but it wasn't like bad or dirty by any means.
No. I think just would agree with Galf. It's just a great event, really, and everyone fought really well, and all the fights were fantastic. So, yeah.
The commentary was good too.
Chatting with us, old mate. It's a pleasure to have you.
No, that's absolutely no problem whatsoever. Thank you so much for having me on. It was really good to sort of analyze the fights and sort of give you some feedback on what I was doing and hearing what Galf was doing as well. It's really interesting.
I think we should try and find some time in the next few days to go over the rest of the fights on the card together.
Of course. I'd be more than happy to do that. Yeah, of course. Just keep in contact with me and sort of let me know what's going on, and we'll sort it out for sure. I'd love to. I'd be more than happy to. I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much again for having me on and just sort of organising this. And thank you so much, Gal, for the fight we had yesterday. And brilliant,
No,
absolutely
yeah,
fantastic, great work in there. Hats off to you. You know.
yeah, same to you. I loved it. I could run it back as many times as we could run it back every TCL card, and I'd be happy. No, maybe not that much, but yeah.
Course. Yeah, so yeah, no, fantastic work in there, mate. Really, really good stuff. Really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, can't thank you enough. And thank you so much for everyone who sort of, was there commentating as well. They did a great job too. Absolutely fantastic job. So, and to all the fighters as well, not just us. I think everyone did really well. So everyone that was involved.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're keen for the next one. And we'll organise the time to do some more analytics on the fights, I suppose, too, soon.